If you're over 60 and keep waking up at 2 or 3 a.m. every single night, this could change everything. Scientists found that 68% of seniors are deficient in one mineral that controls deep sleep, and it's not melatonin. Clinical trials show this nutrient helps you sleep 30 minutes longer and wake up 50% less frequently. But here's the problem. Most people are taking the wrong type that's 96% wasted by your body. Hello, and welcome to Human Vital. If you're new here, I'm Ray, and I've spent years researching natural sleep solutions backed by science. Today, I'm breaking down exactly how magnesium glycinate works for seniors, and why it outperforms melatonin for staying asleep through the night. If you want more science-backed health tips like this, hit that subscribe button right now and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. We post new research-backed solutions every single week. Alright, let's dive in. As we get older, our body's natural sleep clock changes. We make less melatonin. That's the hormone that helps us fall asleep. And our brain doesn't move into deep sleep as easily. That's why you might wake up often or feel tired even after a full night in bed. Poor sleep affects your heart, memory, mood, and even your weight. But here's the good news. It's not always your age. Sometimes it's a missing mineral your body once had plenty of. Magnesium. Magnesium is one of the most important minerals in your body. It helps your muscles relax, calms your nerves, and keeps your heartbeat steady. But after 60, many people become low in magnesium because our bodies don't absorb it as well from food, and some medications flush it out. Magnesium tells your brain it's time to slow down, kind of like a natural off switch. Without enough of it, your body can't relax properly, and your brain keeps racing, even when you're exhausted. This isn't just an internet trend. Scientists have tested magnesium for years. In one study, adults over 55 who took magnesium slept an extra half hour each night. They also woke up less and felt more rested in the morning. Another study found magnesium helped people with restless legs, a problem that makes it hard to stay still at night. Magnesium also helps your body make melatonin naturally, so instead of forcing you sleep, it helps your system work the way it's supposed to. The best kind of magnesium for sleep is called magnesium glycinate. It's gentle on the stomach and easy to absorb. Start with 200 milligrams about an hour before bed. If you feel good, you can slowly go up to 400 milligrams. Take it with a light snack or on an empty stomach. But don't take it with calcium because they fight for absorption. You'll start noticing a difference in about a week. You may fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, and feel more refreshed in the morning. If you want to boost the effects, you can try these two vitamins that work great with magnesium. Vitamin D and vitamin B6. Vitamin D helps control your sleep-wake rhythm. Most seniors are low in it, especially in winter. Vitamin B6 helps your body make serotonin, which later becomes melatonin, the sleep hormone. Just take the normal amount, about 40 milligrams of B6 per day. Too much can actually keep you awake. If you're finding this helpful so far, do me a quick favor and tap that like button. It only takes a second, but it really helps YouTube share this video with more people struggling with sleep. And I'd love to hear from you. What time do you usually wake up at night? 2 a.m.? 3 a.m.? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one and love hearing your experiences. You can naturally increase your magnesium intake through food. Some good sources include pumpkin seeds, spinach, almonds, black beans, and a small piece of dark chocolate. However, due to changes in modern farming and soil quality, many people may not get as much magnesium from food as they used to, which is why some choose to take a supplement. Magnesium supplements are generally considered well tolerated, but it's best to check with a healthcare professional if you have kidney concerns, take prescription medications, or are unsure about your needs. If you ever notice mild digestive discomfort, such as loose stools, it can be a sign to simply reduce the amount. Alright, now that you know how magnesium works and how to take it, let's go a little deeper, because what really helps seniors sleep better isn't just a supplement. It's understanding how to create the right environment for your body to relax again. So in this next part, I'll show you how to tell if it's working, what to avoid, and how to build a bedtime routine that actually helps your body stay asleep. When you first start taking magnesium, you probably won't notice a huge difference on night 1. It's not a sleeping pill. It's more like tuning an instrument that's gone out of key. Here's what usually happens. Around night 3 to 5, you start falling asleep a little faster. Around week 2, you wake up fewer times during the night. By week 3, your mornings feel clearer, lighter, like your brain finally got a deep clean. That's magnesium quietly repairing your nervous system. It calms your muscles, reduces stress hormones, and helps your brain stay in sleep mode longer. You'll know it's working when you stop thinking about sleep altogether, because you're finally just sleeping. Now, let's talk about what not to do. Mistake number 1, taking the wrong kind. Magnesium oxide or citrate are cheap, but they can upset your stomach. That's why magnesium glycinate is the gold standard, gentle, steady, and effective. Mistake number 2, expecting instant results. Magnesium works gradually. Think of it like watering a dry plant. It takes time for the roots to soak it in. Mistake number 3, taking it at random times. Magnesium trains your internal clock. Taking it around the same time each night, say 8:30 or 9 p.m., helps your brain learn when to wind down. Mistake number 4, combining it with too much caffeine or alcohol. Both of those drain magnesium and disrupt your REM sleep. That's your deep dream stage. If you cut out late coffee or evening wine, you'll double your results. Now, let's build a bedtime ritual that helps your body use magnesium more effectively. You don't need fancy supplements or gadgets, just a few simple steps that tell your brain it's time for rest. Step 1. Lower the lights. Light controls your melatonin. Around 8 p.m., switch from bright overhead bulbs to soft lamps or warm amber light. That signals your brain that nighttime has arrived. Step 2. Cool your bedroom. The ideal sleep temperature is about 65 degrees Fahrenheit, or 18 degrees Celsius. When your body cools, your brain releases more melatonin naturally. Step 3. Gentle movement. Do 5 minutes of light stretching or a slow walk around the house. It helps release tension from your muscles and prevents nighttime cramps. Step 4. Calm your mind. Before lying down, take 3 slow, deep breaths. In through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 7, and out through your mouth for 8. This simple 4-7-8 breathing lowers heart rate and blood pressure and works beautifully with magnesium. How do you know if you're low in magnesium in the first place? Look for these signs: frequent muscle cramps or twitches, trouble falling or staying asleep, anxiety or irritability, constipation, feeling tired even after resting. If 3 or more sound familiar, chances are your levels are low, especially if you're taking blood pressure meds, acid reflux pills, or diuretics. Those all drain magnesium faster. So let's review what we've covered. Magnesium helps your body relax and fall asleep naturally. The best type is magnesium glycinate. Add vitamin D and B6 for better results, and include magnesium-rich foods during the day. If you've tried melatonin, herbal teas, or even over-the-counter sleep aids without much improvement, magnesium might be the missing piece your body's been needing. Try adding it to your routine and track your sleep for the next couple of weeks. Notice how your body responds. If this helped you, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend who struggles with sleep, and subscribe to Human Vital for more easy, science-based health tips for seniors.